Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Journey to the Center of the Earth. This is a well, it's from 2023. It's pretty new, but it is 8 episodes long. It is from Mexico. It is not an American production, which I always thought it was. It is overdubbed into English by default, at least for me. I don't know if it would be for however you log in, wherever you log in and watch this. It is, like I said, it's 8 episodes long. They're all about... It says 36 minutes, but that includes the foreign credits, so each of the episodes are about 30 minutes. They work out to about a 4-hour commitment for the entire series, and as far as I know, there is not a second season unless it's on its way. I don't know. Even if it is on its way, maybe it isn't. Even though it's a Disney Plus original, that just means they kind of got the rights to do it, I think. I'm not sure. So I don't know if the story finishes. If there's a proper ending to the story arc within 8 episodes. I only watched 2. And I normally don't watch 2 because normally I can figure this stuff out in 1 episode, what it's all about. But this, I watched it for 2 episodes, mainly because by the time our main characters reach this magical, mysterious land at the center of the earth, well, it's the end of the first episode. And I wanted to see what the world looked like. So, yeah, and get a better, at least through the eyes of these kids. And again, our heroes, our main characters, are kids. They're little ones, some junior high kids, kind of led by a kid named, I think, Diego, Sebastian Garcia. And he is, he's very excited to go to this camp. It's a kind of a, I don't know, I guess it's tradition to go to this camp where there's all sorts of craft and exploration and adventure and just outdoorsy kind of stuff going on. It's run by this guy named Pompeo. And he considers himself to be the greatest explorer of all time, and dare you to find anybody else to challenge him on that, because he'll just talk over them. He is, he is pompous. He is obnoxious. He is the comic relief, even though he is also the villain of this story, along with his sidekick robotic parrot, I guess. It talks and gives them all sorts of sass. It's their interaction that creates most of the comedy in these adventures, where he is technically a threat to these children, even though he's the one running the camp and is supposed to be the one in charge of their adventure and protection and everything else. He's also a little bit more selfish because he wants to get to this place, this other world that he has heard about from people in the past, which I will not explain to you. You'll have to watch it to find out why he is aware of this place. But there's also another person who's aware of this, Diego's grandmother, played by Margarita Rosa de Francisco. By the way, Pompeo is played by Oscar Llaneda. I'm sure I'm messing that up. But Margarita Rosa de Francisco, she is probably one of the most attractive women I've ever seen, called Grandma consistently, like 50 times in an episode. She's a really good-looking grandma. That's all I can say about that. But she's an adventurer herself. She's an explorer, and she's got a secret. But she also has the means to get to this other world. And through a series of happenstance, some mistakes, or some little certain creature leading them in a certain direction while they're at camp, well, these kids end up on the other side of the world in this journey to the center of the earth. So they're going to find great mysteries there. And of course, I had to watch the second episode just to see what that all looked like. So it's like I said, normally I watch just 1 episode. I don't need to watch 150 episodes of Hannah Montana to understand what that's all about. In this case, I needed to watch more than 1 episode. So technically I've watched 1/4 of the series as it is. I said it's from Mexico. It is overdubbed in English. And yeah, 30 minutes, 8 episodes. It's a big, glorious adventure. A lot of the effects are CGI and puppetry. You'll see this bird right here. He's a robot parrot kind of thing. A lot of the times, close-up stuff, he's a puppet. and a lot of the just flying around bits and some of the creatures that you see skittering around, those are CGI. But the effects, they don't got the biggest budget in the world. It works for what this is. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to be a Marvel or a Star Wars budget, but they do with it what they can. And it's it's a kids series. It looks really nice. Yeah, I mean, just looking at this, you're just like, what is going on with that guy? I think I might want to watch this. But yeah, it's very much centered on for kids. That is the audience for this. As an adult, you might not get a kick out of it as yourself, just watching it by yourself. It's probably not going to be that engaging unless you know how Mexican dramas and comedies work. It just, Pompeo, if you've seen Mexican comedies, he is that kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I've seen it, and he is that kind of character that is, he gets in his own way, but he fails upward many times and kind of gets what he wants. And that's why he's a big deal. He's a superstar. The kids at the camp think he's the greatest thing in the world. His nephews, part of the storyline with the children is that his nephews also are there, and they're bullies to everybody. It runs in the family. They're just cruel to our heroes, especially the little ones. And, they're going to possibly get their comeuppance at some point. But I don't know. I haven't seen that far. One of the funniest parts about Pompeo is the fact that he's a Mexican guy who's affecting a French accent and French words, but you have to have an American speaking in English for a Mexican man speaking French. Yeah, that is... I might as well just throw Arabesh in there while you're at it. Or the Galactic Basic, I should say. Arabesh is a script from Star Wars. Never mind, I got super nerdy there, and I apologize. So, if you get a chance, this is, especially if you know Spanish, you might want to just turn off the American subtitles or the dub or anything else. Just listen in Spanish. You might have a great time. But again, it is mainly for kids. So if you're expecting some sort of more mature adult kind of adventure, National Treasure or something, it is not that. If you're expecting a sci-fi fantasy, it's definitely got that, and it's got a hot grandma and a doofy villain who has a lot of flair. Let's just say that. And you're gonna, you'll root for the kids, but yeah, it's the kind of thing you might want to watch with the kids. Kids will probably get a kick out of it. It's not so much for an adult audience on their own. But you never know. Everybody likes different things. Check it out. Honestly, I would have never... I've heard about it, and I thought about watching it, and I was like, well, I had this series, so I'll wait till it gets picked. It's now gotten picked. And I'm feeling that there isn't going to be more. I don't know if there's going to be more. So you might be able to get away with watching 8 episodes of a show, just knocking in the entire series, and say, I watched that. If that is a thing you do. I watch a lot of television. It seems like a game, a fight to the finish half the time. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 1. All right. 1. I've been doing this for years now. It's rare that you get that 1 comes up. But we have something here. This is a documentary, and it's plural, but I don't know if it's just a single episode or if it's a series. We'll find out when we watch 2000's Greatest Tragedies. So yeah, that's going to be a real uplifting kind of documentary. Okay, the 2000s, or just 2000's Greatest Tragedies, is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.